Zoop. Yo, what's going on guys? It's Gacha here, back from NMK Films with another helpful tips and tricks video since you asked for it. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. So we are back at it with some more helpful tips and tricks for you guys. Since the last video you gave us a lot of positive comments, today's video is not going to be so long. It's just going to be a few helpful things to aid your creative side and get you some good looking videos as well. So in case you're wondering how I'm shooting this, today I don't have my tripod stand. Right now I'm using what I had mentioned before, a Gorillapod, and it's standing on top of a speaker and a box. I will take a photo of it and post it up right now. So basically, in the end, I'm not using anything high-tech. You could just find stuff like, even if it's books, you just pile them up together and you can get your own tripod stand. Using the Gorillapod, I can frame, so I can have it in different angles. If I want to, I can have it tilted, straight, not straight. Like now it's not straight, I can see it because I have a leveler on my camera. But anyway, you can use a Gorillapod to now frame your shots. The Gorillapod can stand in many different ways. It can grab different things. If you twist it up and around, I'll have some b-roll of that in a bit. It's slow-mo b-roll of me wrapping the Gorillapod around things. Be sure to use a Gorillapod, it helps. And if no Gorillapod, you can stack things up to your height. Now on to the next tip. Once you're going to buy a camera, like I said, go get yourself a camera if you want to do video stuff or photo stuff. If you're getting a camera, be sure to get spare batteries. I have 2 spare batteries for this GH4. Batteries will always run out. These are not originals, they're by let me get some focus. So these are not original batteries by Panasonic. These are by someone called Viltroikal, as you can see there. They're basically just spare batteries by aftermarket companies. They do still fit on the original charger, but if you're willing to go really professional, it's advised that get multiple chargers. If you're one of those people who do long shoots like events, it would be helpful if you have multiple chargers rather than just one charger charging each battery at a go. So next tip, or DIY, although I didn't carry the thing that would have helped demonstrate this. This is the closest thing I have to demonstrate. Basically, get yourself a container. Get something which you can put things like your SD card. Right now I have my microphone that you saw in the beginning of the video strapped up to the top of the camera. You'll also see it in the photo that I take of this setup. So I had to get rid of this guy. This is the hot shoe cover, and it's really tiny, as you can see. You can barely see it. It's right there. It's really tiny. Other cinematographers and photographers like to do this thing where they take the case for the camera body where the lens is supposed to go in and the case for the lens itself. So those two covers, they just slide into each other and they create the perfect case for things like this, things like SD cards, micro SD cards, which are really tiny, and anything really small but really delicate that you want to keep safe. That'll help your life. Trust me, I've lost certain things like that. I've broken an SD card because I used to keep it in my wallet and got crushed by coins, so it broke, and that's that. So yeah, get yourself something that can actually keep stuff like that. It can be a sudden pouch, it can be a case, it can be anything. Just get you something that can keep your miniature stuff safe. Are you one of those videographers who like need to go out and buy some gels for my lights? Because you know, guys are taking photos with orange lighting, blue lighting, and it's coming out, ooh, it looks good and fashionable and quite nice. So I have a free DIY tip for you, in case you're wondering. I have an LED light over here. It's not so expensive, these things. I got 2 of them for like 7,000. It has a battery and it's blowing you out now. Oh, damn son. This is a currently 5600K, so it's just white light. So let's say you have your light like this and you want to give it some color, and maybe you don't have those options like I do of changing the color temperature like I just have, or maybe you want it to be a bit more saturated. So yeah, I have these things, my own personal gels. Thank you very much. That went terribly. So yeah, in case you're wondering how to gel up, if you ever have or find these lying around your house, these are those things you find in the front of binded documents. Bound documents. Binded is not a word. Bound documents. So basically, there was a lot of these things just chilling in the house, doing nothing in front of old ass documents. Yeah, I just tore them off the documents and threw them on top of the lights. And the result is, ladies and gentlemen, I need to get rid of that natural light. Ooh. So this is the result you get basically with these gels. And if you know those old documents, basically you will find blue ones and red ones, so you can get this kind of look going on. And this is something that I've used in one of my films, Harb. In one of the scenes, I used one of these things. I just taped it to the light like this, literally, and it was taped like that, and I just pointed it at my talent and I got some interesting light. So this is something creative you can do with your lights if you want to get an interesting look, or in case you don't want red, you could try blue. So yeah, you can also get cooler looks depending on which one you get. And basically I didn't have to go out and buy these. I mean, there's so many probably documents you have lying around your house. I'm just wondering if I should just continue with this light, but no, I'll get the other light back up in just 1 second. But yeah, I just peel them off, I take them to my lights, and I have gels. Thank you very much. I like the red one especially, it gives me some good saturation. I haven't tested it on a flashlight, but it should work for stuff like flashlights, for phone lights even, whatever. You can get some really nice gel looks and stuff like that. Anyway, that's it guys. Those are all the tips for today. This is a really short video because I want to make this into a weekly series of helpful stuff. So stay tuned guys. This is Gatehi signing off from NMK Films, and I'll see you in the next episode. Pew.